So I haven't done a talking video in a while. I'm not talking too loud because it's 4 in the morning and I don't, it's disrespectful to be talking super loud this late at night. What do I want to talk about? I just kind of want to ramble. Like, why can't YouTube channels just be about rambling anymore? Everything has to be so, like, super production, scripts. Like, just say stuff. I am in a predicament. I am writing. It's literally a short story. It's been over a year. I haven't finished it. It's about H.P. Lovecraft type-esque underwater creature body horror. I personally like it. But I'm literally reaching the final act of it, and it's just, I don't know how to finish it. I don't know. I know how to finish it. I just don't know how to, like this is it, and this is the end, and I'm like, this chunk is missing. So I'm kind of trying to figure that out, and I want to get it done because I want to upload it, and I want to upload it finished completely. Also, apart from that, I don't know, it's weird. It's like, I got out of a relationship a year ago, and honestly, I weirdly came out of the relationship. I don't know why I said weirdly. That's not weirdly. I feel like it's ideal that you learn from your past relationship and you like grow and you become a different person. And I want a partner. Who am I? But yeah, I want a partner. I don't know. I feel like it's time. It's been a year. I'm ready to get out there. Not really. I don't leave my house, but you know what I mean? Like, sending the signals to the universe. Also, I've been getting better at food and eating and being healthy, and I'm losing weight. So yeah, because I personally am very much for the mindset of like healthiness over everything, like not focusing on the skinniness or like being a certain size. But I am also realistic and be like, you know what, these jeans don't fit me. And I know it's a really like, if the jeans don't fit you, just buy new ones. I don't want to do that. One, because I'm a size 14, and size 14 where I live, it's really hard to find size 14 jeans. They just don't exist. And so thinking of getting a size 16, no. Plus, I personally just don't want that. I want to like feel comfortable, and I don't. And now that I've been eating healthily, that's not a word, and I've been kind of, I suck. I don't suck. I'm amazing. But I was working out really, like, I was doing Zumba because I like working out fun. And out of nowhere, like, this isn't TMI, but my cycle, like my period, a week before, dude, like not even like a week, like 10 days before, I'm destroyed. Destroyed, like emotionally, physically. I'm lethargic, and the week of my period I can like fluctuate month to month. Sometimes it's super fine, I can work out, other times I'm like, so like that really affects my ability to be very like consistent, which sucks. So I try to be like, okay, if I'm not working out, because I was working out every day except 2 days a week. If I'm not working out, and I was working out for like 50 minutes, if I'm not doing that, then let's just be more mindful of what am I putting in my body, right? So I reduced like my portion size. I reduced like how much rice I'm eating and stuff like that. So I feel like it's been helping. But I also am. It's like a thin line that you're walking, because I used to be very addicted of counting calories and not eating, and that's not good. So I am just like mindful of being like, if I pass, or if I'm like, just not treating it as like the end of the world. You know what I mean? Easier said than done, but what else do I gotta say? Like, the world, oh my god. So I watch a lot of shows. I love watching like The Rookie, SWAT, 911. I haven't watched the sixth season because it got kind of weird, but they changed networks. It used to be Fox, and now it's ABC. And ABC completely 180. The show, like, they like put soul into it, like they re-energized it. And spoiler alert, they finally, like, here's the thing, Buck was always kind of not 100% straight. Like, he had his moments with Eddie, like, you know, with other men, so it was kind of like and they finally confirmed that he's bi. I literally uploaded on my story the scene and was like, I will be yapping about this constantly. I will become insufferable, and I have. I was like, oh my god. I'm so, because here's the thing, I grew up, makes me sound so old. I grew up in Steric. If you don't know what Steric is, it's Style and Derek from Teen Wolf. Now, I don't know if it's the creator or writer or if it's the same thing. I remember they queer baited the shit out of that show because here's the thing, Dylan O'Brien and Tyler Hecklin, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, they were all for Steric. They weren't like against it. They weren't like weirded out by it. They were like, yeah, we like the pairing, right? They didn't like, they weren't like, you know, but the writers saw that Steric was really popular because it was like they brought in ratings, so they were like, oh, in this next season, like, we're gonna have a lot of scenes with them. So literally the first episode had scenes of them, and then the rest none. And then towards the end of the season, they had one more episode, and they just kept like lying and being like, oh yeah, they're totally gonna become like canon, and they never did. And we don't talk about the movie. We don't talk about how dirty they did Derek Hill. But so yeah. And it's also like Supernatural. Castiel and Dean was the most non-straight man. I mean, he was straight, but he was also like very, like, you know, if you watched the show, you know. And Castiel, I mean, he's like an angel, like, whatever. And people have been waiting years for them to become canon, and then they do, and then spoiler alert, Castiel dies 2 seconds after, and Dean can't even say I love you back. I remember watching Malik, which is Magnus and Alec from Shadowhunters. I was like, I love when shows, like, here's the thing, you have series like Chinese dramas that homosexuality isn't like, you know, but they are able to write love stories, like, even if it's censored, it is so well done that, like, I remember when I watched The Untamed, right? The Untamed, they don't blatantly be like, they're married, they're in love with each other. They don't even kiss. They don't even hold hands. It's the longing. It's the specific, like, they say, like, oh yeah, the only, you know, people who touch the forehead women are partners, and then they have them touch the forehead women, and you're like, oh my god. And like, it's with dialogue, with facial features, they express that they are in love, that they care for each other. You can just see the gayness. But in Western shows that really don't have those restrictions, because again, like, the US, you know, gay marriage is, I almost said it's free, it's legal, you know, there's a lot of, you know, it's not something that's hidden, but they just, like, 911 Lone Star, they're really good. They have like a lot of gay characters. Even 911 has Hen is a lesbian, and she's in a lesbian relationship, you know, but it's not shown, like, it's not really like, so it's always interesting when, like, other, like, Thailand, they do be boy like gay relationships, also some of them super explicit, like, that they're together, and sometimes they're not, and they just legalized it like a week ago. So I don't know, man. It's just like, you don't have to be super, like, you could anyways, so yeah, I read a little sentence of Oliver, I almost said Stark, I don't think that's the name, from 911. And he basically was like very conscious of not wanting to queer bait, because he was like, yeah, Buck is not straight, Buck is Buck. But he didn't want to be queer baiting, and because the network, Fox, kind of didn't give him like the backing, he kind of just wanted to be like quiet, because he didn't want to like feed the queer baiting and then nothing come out of it. So I appreciate those actors. Here's the thing, it's this weird thing, because for example, what's that show called, Heartstopper, the one with the kids who are gay, like literally everyone in their friend group is gay. But Kit Connor, in real life, in the show, he is bisexual, and he's struggling to come to terms that he's bisexual and to come out and be, you know, blah blah blah. And people harassed this boy, because he was literally, I think he was a kid, he was like 19 or something when the show came out, and they harassed him nonstop because people assumed that he was straight, and they forced him to come out as bi, because they were like, a straight man can't play a bi man. And he basically was like, how are you so like blind? Like, if you like the show, and the show is literally focused on kids, you know, process to coming out and maybe having difficulty with that, and how are you going to watch that and then force the real life actor to come out because you think he's queer baiting? Like, we don't know actors' real life. And here's the thing, it's controversial take, controversial, but I feel like if it's a gay lesbian relationship, I don't really care if it's played by straight actors, as long as they're committed. Like, I want to see the love. Like, for example, what is that man's name? Jonathan Bailey. He's a gay man. And if you've seen him in Bridgerton, the chemistry, the acting chemistry that he has with, I forgot her actress, her real name, and also the name in the show, is phenomenal. And this man is gay. He's gay. Gay. And he plays a man who is so in love with his wife phenomenally. So I feel like if that can happen, then that can happen. Because what are you gonna do? Force every actor to come out? Like, no. Like, hello? People are allowed to be in the closet. In the closet, and not in like a private setting, because again, they're actors. Maybe in their private life they're out, but they don't want to be out to everyone. Where did this conversation delve into? Anyways.